What is happening, everybody? This is my 1999 Chevy Silverado K 2500. And it's got a problem. A couple of weeks ago, I was loading a conveyor into the back of the truck, and I started getting off the forklift and checking. I went too far, and I broke the window. This isn't any just regular old single pane or manual slider glass. This was a custom install from the dealership back in 1999. It's a power sliding window. I really don't want to lose that functionality, so I'm going to get creative. Now, I could have ripped the whole window out of the back and ordered one, a single non-slider from Amazon for $140. Done it myself, but like I said, I don't want to lose the functionality of this slider. So let's take a closer look at this. As you can see, there's not a whole lot left. It started as, a little tiny puncture down there, but obviously every time you open and close the door, it got a little worse. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to, I'm going to have to do a little research. And by research, I don't mean internet. I mean climbing in here and seeing how I can remove the seal and actually replace this pane of glass. Now, on to the next step. Here is my pane of glass that I plan on using. What is this? This is smoked Lexan. Yeah, they use this on race cars and other stuff. Honestly, this is the easiest way that I could figure out how to just replace that single pane. And if this doesn't work, I'm out $30. All this was shipped to me was $30. I'm sure I probably could have sourced it from somebody locally, but I just went on Amazon and found what I could find. So that's what I'm going to do. This is 1/8 inch, so should be pretty comparable to that pane of glass that I busted out of there. So the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to actually clean all that glass out of there and see how I can actually remove that outer seal and reuse it. All right, guys, so this is what I did. I propped up the plexiglass. I'll show you that in a second. But I was able to get down in here and then on the inside and trace it with my Sharpie all the way around. And what I did was I left the window this way a little bit and then down a little bit when I shimmed it. So these edge lines would be as accurate as possible, because after you cut this, then you just kind of move it up and over a little bit. And with the idea of leaving too much on as well, because you can always take more off. But that's how I kind of propped it up there to just get the outline off. And then real quick, I was able to just take the seal, the window pane seal out, and it's pretty dried out. I'm not sure if your local automotive will sell anything like this, or Amazon or whatever, but I would recommend getting a new one. I'm not. I'm just going to seal it up really good. But then I cleaned the glass out of the grooves, and then this is the splitter, the divider, with the rubber seal on it. That'll go on the one side, the right side. So now I'm going to cut the Lexan out big, making it, in case I have to cut off more. And then I'll match it up to the window, and if it looks close, I'll put the gasket around it, and I'll test fit it first before I put any kind of adhesive.
Alright, I have got this down finally after trimming and trimming. It wasn't that bad actually, I was pretty close. But she fits in the groove just right and looks correct. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fit all the weather stripping around it first and then try and test fit it that way. If everything fits, I'm good. If not, I'll trim it up until it's good, and then I will seal everything with adhesive and put the trim on, put it into place, and probably put more adhesive down. It didn't look like there was any adhesive in it to begin with, so the seal must have worked pretty good, but can never hurt, right?
I'm going to let that dry for a little while, and after it's, I mean, yeah, weather stripping adhesives are really weird. It doesn't harden or anything, but once I figure there's enough cure time there, I'll, where it ain't going to move on me, I will finish the job, and we'll put the window in and see how she looks. I'm excited. All right, this guy has had time to dry. So trim's all nice and good there. What I'm going to do, just kind of put this in here and then tap it that way. See what happens. It worked before I put the adhesive on, so shouldn't be an issue. Would have got the trim wet. Might have helped, but I'm gonna fold it in there like that. And just kind of give her some taps. Yeah, she's looking good. Oh yeah, it's looking real good. And then this is the little sweep put right here, and then this had some adhesive up top here too, so I'm gonna reapply that as well before I put it on. Wow. Yeah, I had a little ooze out of the sides here, but I don't think that's gonna be a big deal at all. Wow, not gonna lie, man. I think that looks pretty good. She looks pretty good. I don't know if I could have cut it out any more accurate than that. My only concern, and the smoke actually comes out to be a pretty good match. My only concern is Lexan is, you know, 1/8 inch. You can see there at the seal. You can kind of push it out a little bit. I don't know how that's going to be going on the road, but I'll drive it around for a while and then I'll update you guys at the end of this. But I'm going to tell you what, for $30, yeah, that looks really good. All right, guys, editing this video, I've driven the truck numerous times and it's actually snowing here now. The window does not move at all, and it does not leak at all. So that's super good news. I'm super happy with it. For $30 fix, it's just crazy how this turned out, in my opinion. Now, obviously, I measured the square of the window that I needed to replace, and then I went off of that size to order off of Amazon. So my window pane was 1/8 inch thick, but I will link the description to the one I purchased down below. The smoke Lexan turned out pretty good. If I had to guess, the back windows of the truck are probably 20%. I'm going to guess that it's, the Lexan is more like 30. But, I mean, like I said, for $30, can't beat it at all. All right. So, hopefully this video helped you guys out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.